Okay, let's try that. Are you guys seeing my face at this point? And once again, I apologize for the poor video quality. I'm still working on that. Okay, I just checked. I'm seeing myself. So, alright, so I'm going to start over again here. Welcome to Tales from the Archive on Handelabra Games. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the Adjacent Hex podcast. I'll be your host this evening. Tales from the Archive is the show where we use the medium of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, to tell a story of some kind. Some will be tales from the actual Sentinel storylines, and others will be totally original or based on previous work. There will often be times where we deliberately make a play that might not make sense strategically because it contributes in some way to the narrative we've created. We will do our best to win games, but even heroes fall sometimes, and that just makes for great stories. As with all the shows on the Handelabra Games channel, we believe in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, without any more delay, what say we open ye olde book of the multiverse and get this party started. I do apologize again, I'm still having trouble with the video. I'm working on that. That's why the screen was black a few minutes ago. Hopefully you can see me now, and I apologize for any lag that you're experiencing. Today's story takes us to a Sentinel comic story called The Beatings Will Continue. Now, a bit of backstory on how I came up with this story, and this hopefully will answer JZC's question. I have a group of students who come in from morning study hall and affectionately refer to them themselves as the Brain Trust. Scrubs fans will get the reference. Occasionally, I'll throw out a word or a phrase and see where the discussion goes. In this case, we were some teachers and I were talking about how awful it is to sit through a staff meeting and how, as teachers, we would rather subject ourselves, in some cases, to staff beatings instead. So from there, the students just started talking with each other, and a story was born. So yes, JZC, until morale improves, is 100% accurate. So, we find... Maybe. Yep. So, in issue 1, we find the hero known as Tempest enjoying a sunny day on the beach on the Atlantic coast. He is joined nearby by the Scholar, and in the distance the grizzled form of Mr. Fixer can be seen gazing out into the distance near a railing on the boardwalk. Suddenly, the sky darkens an eerie purple, and the water starts churning out of control. From beyond the skies, a portal flashes, and a lone figure walks through falls through into the maelstrom below. Without hesitation, Tempest attempts to thrust himself towards the falling figure, but before he can even get up out of his patch of sand, the force of the pounding vortex draws all three heroes against their will straight to the ocean floor. As they wake, they find themselves surrounded by the remains of an ancient civilization. Tempest wakes first, and notices that the man they saw coming through the portal is the time-traveling hero known as Chrono-Ranger, and he is already busy attempting to figure out the origins of the force that drew them here. As the Scholar and Mr. Fixer get to their feet, a fifth form can be seen manipulating an unusually modern panel attached to one of the ancient buildings. So I am going to try something a little bit different with the stream this week. I am going to try and make the right plays, and maybe that will drive the narrative a little bit better. We'll see. I will still narrate what plays I'm making, but hopefully that'll increase our win percentage just a little bit. Because let's face it, winning is slightly more fun than losing. Alright, Tempest is starting out with Chain Lightning, Elemental Subwave Inducer, Gene-Bound Shackles, Localized Hurricane. Mr. Fixer is starting with Charge, Grease Gun, Pipe Wrench, and Riveting Crane. The Scholar, Get Out of My Way, Proverbs and Axioms, Transmutive Recovery, and Truth Seeker. Chrono-Ranger, Just Doing My Job, Kill on Sight, Temporal Grenade, and the Masada. Let's see what the old Baron has for us today. Of course, the mobile defense platform. And the elemental redistributor. That must be what he's working on his little panel with. Alright, Tempest. Arriving on the ocean floor, Tempest first attempted to clear up some of the mess by unleashing a chain lightning directed at 2 out of the 3 targets available. At some of the Baron's dastardly tech. He then channeled the water around him into a squall, which was not effective to the Baron himself, but continued to pitter away at some of the unfortunate tech around him. Mr. Fixer looked around quickly and discovered that the Baron had carelessly left a pipe wrench laying around. He picked it up and immediately used it to strike at the mobile defense platform. The Scholar, meanwhile, attempted to remove some of the objects from around him and shove them out of his way. Nice to see you, Nova Kid Blaster. Chrono-Ranger looked around and decided that the time was right to mark the mobile defense platform with kill on sight, allowing him to do more later with the discarded pieces. He then targeted it with a quick shot and ducked out of the way to see what this new and different environment had to offer. As he jumped out of the way, he noticed, or he fell carelessly into the wall, and the room started to leak. Baron Blade took the opportunity to strike it to both Tempest and the Scholar. Seeing an opportunity, Tempest unleashed yet another... Oh wait, I can't because of the leaking room, right. To unleash yet another squall. It wasn't quite as effective as it had been before, due to the leaking room. Mr. Fixer lashed out with the pipe wrench once again, and managed to destroy the mobile defense platform. Chrono-Ranger ran quickly to collect the parts. The story so far, Lord Flashfire. So, Tempest, Scholar, and Mr. Fixer were on a beach, and a portal. They saw a portal and were sucked into it to the ruins of Atlantis. They discovered there both Chrono-Ranger and Baron Blade. Baron Blade clearly up to no good. Chrono-Ranger attempting to investigate something, but he also was caught off guard by Baron Blade. So we will see what happens. Rather inauspicious turn here, due to the leaking room. Not much in the way of narrative here, but the leaking room was destroyed, and it brings out the Kraken. Through the now shattered side of the wall, a strange appendage appeared and lashed out, destroying Baron Blade's elemental redistributor. Cursing under his breath, the Baron returned to his work and turned on his living force field. Tempest seized the opportunity as a decent time for... JZC, full confession, that was actually one of my students. The chain lightning targeted both the Kraken and Baron Blade himself, although the living force field reduced some of that damage, or absorbed some of that damage. Even Tempest's squall was not enough to get it. Yes. Actually, JZC, you were here for my intro. The student who posted that on Reddit is actually part of the Brain Trust and is partially responsible for writing this chapter, or this story. So, it's kind of cool. Looking around, Mr. Fixer saw that, given the circumstances, a riveting crane style would be appropriate here. He continued to lash out with the pipe wrench, striking first at the Kraken, and saving energy for Baron Blade later. The scholar looked around for the truth of where they were at, and in doing so, managed to damage the Kraken once again. Jim reached into his bag and pulled out a temporal grenade, saying, "This will help take care of that pesky force field." The grenade targeted both the Kraken and Baron Blade, although the force field prevented it. Hello, Hankroyd. So, just a quick recap. We were currently drawn into a portal to the ruins of Atlantis. And the second chapter description will fill you in, more or less. Toxic seaweed, that's never good. The Kraken, pained by the attacks from the heroes, lashed out and Tempest took a wallop to the belly. He managed to shake it off. Oh, see, if only we had Tachyon here. Mr. Fixer managed to avoid an onslaught of seaweed, but not before Baron Blade could reach out and intoxicate all of the heroes. What do we have in play here? Nothing. 2, so 5, 6. Alright, so Scholar's gonna destroy. Whoop, nope, not skip. There we go. Yep, that's about right. Not the best, but we'll take it. Oh, hello, kitty. Tempest saw it as a good time to activate an electrical storm and attack everything in sight. Mr. Fixer, meanwhile, once again targeted the Kraken with his pipe wrench. Baron Blade finally noticed that he had discarded the pipe wrench and said, and demanded that Fixer give the pipe wrench back. Fixer nimbly jumped out of the way and avoided Baron Blade's outstretched arms. Once again searching for the truth of this place, the scholar reached into the void and clobbered the Kraken with his Philosopher's Stone. As power surged through it, the Kraken recoiled into the opening from whence it came. Keeping his eyes on Baron Blade, Jim continued to pound round after round into him, but it seemed to have little effect. I know, right? That's exactly what I was going for there, Nova Kid Master. Reaching into another portal, Jim dug deep and removed and turned his arm into a compounded bow. He continued to shoot at Baron Blade. Round after round. I've just said that. That was dumb. And shot after shot ricocheted into the Baron, and it seemed as though the heroes were doing very little. Tempest was in pain at this point, but yet he fought on. Oh my goodness. Tempest is hurting here. Everybody else seems okay, more or less. Tempest added hail to his already strangely placed electrical storm, and the hail glanced off of both Baron Blade and his newly constructed turret. Things seemed to be going better for the heroes, but they were not out of the dark yet. Mr. Fixer replaced Baron Blade's pipe wrench with a tire iron, being careful to toss the pipe wrench out of reach of the Baron, who cursed under his breath and continued his work. Once again, Mr. Fixer channeled the power of the Philosopher's Stone and shoved both Baron Blade and the powered remote turret out of his way. Yes. That is exactly what Fixer is doing right now. Shouting at his team, Mr. Fixer took out a sudden contract against Baron Blade. Of course, I just gotta decide which one. Declaring Baron Blade his ultimate target, Chrono-Ranger took yet another shot at the Baron. The heroes were moving forward, but it was a slow battle. Yes. Oh, what do we want to deal him? Sure. by the way, chat, dialogue that you guys come up with, I will try and make canon as best I can. Azershot, yes, yours just became canon. Oh, goodness. Poor Tempest. Whoops. The Baron keyed something into a pad on his wrist, and suddenly his notorious soldiers appeared. Things were not looking good for Tempest, and neither would the rest of our heroes in a particularly good way. The storm continued, and we managed to remove the Fixer looked around and nodded, although none seemed to be available. The Scholar looks on and realizes, hey, maybe we should keep stealing his equipment. Fixer looks on and said, and Fixer glances around the room and notices that none is currently available other than the ones he has already found. The Baron was feeling the pain at this point, yet still he was alive. Chrono-Ranger gritted his teeth and took one final shot at the Baron. This should drop him, he thought. But the Baron only cackled and donned the suit he had been working on, cursing under his breath. Jim bade the heroes fight on. I don't remember what the Pillars of Hercules does. Ah, yes. Oh dear, oh dear. Tempest slumped to the ground, hoping against hope that his allies could take down the dastardly Baron in his tracks. Eesh. That was not a good card to draw. Oof. Oh my goodness. Pillars of Hercules was just a bad draw. Looking around, he noticed that the Blade Battalion had dropped a jack handle. Picking it up, he swung for the fences at everything within sight. Thank you, Nova Kid Blaster, and we haven't even gotten to how I came up with that, or like what the title actually means yet. Gosh, this is... I apologize that I keep losing, guys. Like, I'm not actually bad at this game. I don't know. There's a chance. True, JZC, and I appreciate that. Ugh. I think the environment may have done more damage to Baron Blade here than we have. This is real ugly. Yes, 10. 11. Oh, well, here we go. Gosh, this is bad. Oh, what? Sorry. No, come here. I don't think we survive this. Scholar is dead. Oh, dang it. Man, that's really frustrating. Alright, well, it's story time again. Oh, there we go. You are fools to have come here, exclaims the mad scientist enthusiastically. Time is collapsing, and I must accelerate my plan to end the hero known as Legacy. Slamming a button attached to his strange device, the Baron's cackling seems to fade into the distance, becoming suddenly aware of another glowing purple portal beginning to surround the fallen heroes. Tempest summons all his remaining energy to conjure an electrical storm above the ocean's surface, in hopes of alerting any nearby heroes to the dastardly Baron's plot. On the other side of the portal, the heroes find themselves surrounded by what appears to be fragments of every reality they have yet experienced to date, and somehow everything seems out of place. This is what I've been tracking, mutters Chrono-Ranger gruffly. Something is causing these time disturbances, and I can't figure out what. Tempest glances around and shudders. The sheer madness of this place is beginning to overwhelm him. But before he can even begin to get his bearings, Mr. Fixer, quiet until now, stiffens and points to a strange ship, white and spectral, floating past on the edge of time. That your problem? He asks. But before Jim is able to answer, all of time and space seems to flicker, and unusual projections begin to fill Tempest's mind. So, of course, projections means the Dreamer, and of course our hero team remains the same. I did not do the Baron Blade voice for the video game teaser. I actually, that may have even been Jeremy. I'm a voice actor, Lord Flashfire. I did a bunch of stuff in college. And so I do a lot of impressions and things. I will be doing more later on, obviously depending on how the team fares. We are going to be running the same team. The team is not going to change a whole lot tonight. It probably is. This is I don't know if you guys can see him. This is Bunker Buster over here. He's not letting me pick him up at the moment, but and of course the projections are taking them into Time Cataclysm. So here we go. Game 2. Fight. Some more of my absolute all-time favorite music. So no, the fight was not a dream. What happened was Chrono-Ranger managed to open a portal and get them out of the way before Baron Blade's... Oh, did he? Oh, wait. Are you referring to... Hold on. This cat? This is Nico. He's a bit less of a nuisance. And yeah, I'm not surprised he knocked over boxes. He does that. It's actually very close to their dinner time, and I will be at 8 o'clock. I do have to leave for a second and feed them, but I'll be right back. Okay, so Tempest is starting out with Electrical Storm. Oh, not the music again. Foolish. I don't know why my game keeps doing this. Tempest is starting out with an Electrical Storm, Elemental Subwave Inducer, Flash Flood, and Grievous Hailstorm. Mr. Fixer with alternating Tiger Claw, Overdrive, and 2 Riveting Cranes. That is not the best hand in the world. Scholar, Chemical Redirection, Get Out of the Way, Grace Under Fire, and Know When to Hold Fast. Cats with Laser... I mean, Bunker Buster might as well have a laser beam on his head. And Jim starts with Compounded Bow, Hunter and Hunted, Ranger's Mark, and Terrible Tech Strike. I'll be honest, I don't even know what boxes are on that table. I'm in the process of building a new gaming table. So there's a lot of stuff boxed up that I don't even know what it is. And yes, the heroes are definitely still reeling. So story-wise, we got lucky. In terms of, you know, gameplay, this could get ugly. So Dreamer starts with an Illusory Demon. These are the illusions that were plaguing Tempest a moment ago. Purple. Oh, that's it's Jessica Jones, actually. It's a model that my friend got in Loot Crate and gave to me that I actually couldn't care less about, I'll be honest. Tooth Fairy. Oh gosh, more Illusory Demons. Wow, this is gonna be brutal. At the end of the turn, each player discards 1 card, then deals... Alright, well, I guess that happens. That could be useful later. That could be useful later. This Tempest is not good against the Dreamer. Interestingly, Nova Kid Blaster. Baron Blade is not even the big bad in this particular story. Baron Blade was just sort of a patsy that I threw in. That's 1 single target. That could be good. That's not good either. Get rid of that for now, I guess. Dice Monkey, I will recap one more time for you. Basically what happened is relaxing on the beach, 3 of the 4 of our heroes were sucked into a portal. They met Chrono-Ranger at the bottom of a lake, or at the bottom of the ocean, I'm sorry, and fought and lost to Baron Blade. And then they Jim shoved them through a portal, and now they're fighting the Dreamer in the Time Cataclysm. So things are not looking good for our heroes. Oh, what do we got for damage here? Infernal, Toxic, Psychic. Wow, this is just ugly. Energy. I guess we'll go with Infernal on the Elemental, the Subwave Inducer, although it doesn't matter this turn anyway. Oh gosh. He can't... Ugh. What's her... I guess he could just kind of play ongoing stuff. Oh, but that's so bad. Alright, well, I'll buy an environment card. That's so bad. Yeah, this is true, Azure Shot. And originally I was thinking that if we lost, you know, we'd have to go up to Ultimate, and I was just like, that seems wicked hard. Alright, he's just going to go for it. She can take a couple of beatings here. It's unpleasant, but... Okay, that's fair. Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, that's true. You can't really look out for that, can you? I guess we'll go with the compounded bow again. This can take out the Tooth Fairy. Aha! A bounty. That's interesting. Hot Topic trash. Hot Topic trash is my All-American Rejects cover band. Ooh, that's that's grotesque. Yeah. This could be a very fast game. I guess we'll do that. Because we don't want him dealing damage anyway. I think I'm just going to double draw here. Oh, yeah. Fixer adopts an alternating Tiger Claw style, hoping against hope that it helps mitigate some of this mess. Refresh my memory, Nova Kid Blaster. What was Freedom 4 Annual number 1? Oh, huh. Not exactly. But you're not wrong altogether. If that's the case, that's really impressive that you know that off the top of your head. Oh, right! Ah, wow. Yep. Thank you, Dice Monkey. Wow, that was really embarrassing. Yeah, we're going to lose audio again in a second. There it is. So I apologize about that. Yeah, I also am very excited to see the Oblivion Kickstart. Comics. I have a couple of stories outlined involving the Oblivion characters, but I want to make sure I get them right. So I'm hoping that the comic sort of helps solve some of those problems. True, I would honestly just straight up pay for Adam to draw Sentinel comics forever. I don't think he would like to do that, I think that would be pretty miserable for him, I'll be honest, but, you know. Oh boy. It's kind of nice that Tempest has a couple of... No, I'm not that lucky, Lord Flashfire. I mean, I do have some stuff that you guys haven't seen, but not anything that I can talk about or display on screen. Blech. All right, overdrive it is. Try and clean up some of this mess. Come on. Flip that jerk. You don't want to see me do any kind of interpretive dance, Evil Dice Monkey, trust me. Wow. Okay. Computer not behaving. Alright, here we go. There we go. The scholar decides to take a break. This is not my day, said Tempest as the toy master threw another fire truck at him. Thank you, Nova Kid Blaster. That's excellent. Jim deftly takes aim at the toy master, who had been harrying Tempest before. Put it into play, yeah. Then reaches into his displaced armory once again. Seeing an immediate need for his neurotoxin dart thrower. The armory lashes out with an electrical impulse and destroys the toy master. Jem turns his focus on the macabre specter. We all like Guise, let's be honest here at Azershot. No, we'll get rid of that. Ugh. A rift in time opens up, and Jim finds himself crammed into a crushing hallway. I feel like I've seen this in a movie once, he grumbles to himself. Oh, wow. Hang on, let's see what people have. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's... hold on. Okay, so... I guess it doesn't matter, because Tempest can just blow those up. So that's what's going to happen. Come on. Oh, gross. That is probably not the best thing to happen here. Although, those aren't terrible. We can probably get around that. Wow, just when we thought things were doing okay. We are definitely not in a good way. Nope. No, let's do that. Do that. Do that. Move forward. Thank you. Alright, so Tempest is going to go ahead and Flash Flood to destroy the environment cards. And then he's not going to... I guess he can use his power here. See if we can knock out the Spectre. And hammer a couple of rounds into those. We do hit the Dreamer, unfortunately, but sometimes damage just needs to happen. Yes, correct. Win or lose does not matter, as long as we get a good story out of it. And Fixer, still channeling the power of the dragon, overdrives his strike again, delivering crushing blows in the general direction of the Tooth Fairy. Come on, give me something that deals damage. That's really good, and I think that's where we're at. Unless there's anything, if there's anything else that deals damage, that would be good. But like, that's not bad. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, discard, right? Yes, I read cards. Perfect. Mr. Fixer knows when, or sorry, the Scholar knows when to turn loose and turns all his energy onto the illusory demon. Then calms himself down and lives better. Time to get ready, said Chrono-Ranger. Things are about to get ugly around here. As he relaxes and simply draws 2 cards. One of which is a bounty. Yay. Sudden Contract, also good. Buster, get out. My cat loves to get under my desk and mess with things. Unfortunately, there's a lot of wires back there, and that could be some of the reason that we're having sound troubles and stuff like that. Actually, I'm going to try something here real quick. Audio's just totally dead. I'll restart in between games. Okay, there's a typhoon in play, and we need to deal with that, so... Okay, I guess that's just something that's going to happen. Vicious Cyclone, whatever. Meditation. Sure. Yep. This one. I'll go ahead and put Sudden Contract on top, I guess. And on we go to the Dreamer, who flips over. And there are no ongoings to destroy! Yay, we got that right! Now, we need to get 8 cards underneath her before we die. So this is going to be interesting. As the rain beat down on the heroes and lightning flashed in the distance, the eyes of the Dreamer slowly opened. I love it, Nova Kid Blaster. Thank you. That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, Toy Master's back. I guess. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. We might have to have you on for as a guest at some point. That would be very cool. Or at least a guest writer. Battered, Mr. Fixer strikes once again at the Toymaster, returned from a brief hiatus. Hiatus? Is that the right word? Here's Scholar resting again. I've seen this guy before, Jim grunts as he labels the Toymaster the ultimate target. And targets him with his Neuro Dart Thrower. I know the entire team is on the ropes. Oh, is that plot stuff that you're feeding me, Azershot? Yes. Oh, dear Lord. Second lowest. Well, maybe that'll be a projection. Fingers crossed. Yes. Happily. Oh, does it? That does kill it. Second lowest would be the Dreamer. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's not good. That's really not... Oh, wait. Environment. We can redirect it. Although, actually, that makes the Dreamer the lowest, so it would go to to Mr. Fixer. Oh, gosh. Whippercorn, really? Oh, Dreamer. Why? Why are you opening your eyes? Why can you see us? Grumbles the Scholar, as yet another Whippercorn appears in his mind. And a treacherous ape. Lovely. Get off. Although at least they're striking at the Triceratops. Like, that's nice. Oh, can't do it. Can't target Triceratops. MLW. Ugh. Ow. That's painful. I can't do that, so I guess he double draws. Gross. Oh, yep, my little Whippercorn is back. The Dreamer does need to stop watching Saturday morning cartoons. They're giving her nightmares. Mr. Fixer's going to take a moment to meditate. And adopt a Grease Monkey Fist style. Lashing out, he removes. Gosh, well, it took with him, unfortunately, the Neurotoxin Dart Thrower. Oh, hey, the music's back. I don't know what that got for. What happened? Okay, let's try it. We're gonna roll the dice here. Hey, perfect. Oh, interesting. Oh shoot! I clicked the wrong button. Well, whatever. Overdrive it is. If he can get there. Oh, the Scholar regained a little. No, I'm using Cam Twist and Flash Media Live Encoder. It's not the game audio. It's actually the game audio cutting out. So I may want to talk to John about that actually. There we go. Hashtag blame John. At one point, maybe it's just migrant audio. At one point, I had Soundflower running to deal with background music, so I can just turn the audio off. But for some reason, it's just like irreparably damaged. I really don't know why or what's going on with it. No, definitely not. Whippocorn is getting marked. By any means, kill that Whippocorn! I feel like we're turning into Kenji Igashira here. Hashtag blame Worth. Any Numot fans out there? Yes. Thank you, Whippocorn and Charging Triceratops. Oh, really? Alright, well. Atlantean Throne Room comes in. Kill the Whippocorn with the power of friendship. Well, as we all know, friendship is, of course, magic. Oh, that's going to wipe out Mr. Fixer and Chrono-Ranger. This is bad. Well, maybe not. Well, it certainly gets Mr. Fixer, but may actually... Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, right? Ugh. Oh, and here goes the music again, being weird. I will definitely restart the game in between games here. This is ugly. I think I just need a more aggressive team against, like, locally aggressive. Unfortunately, like, this is the team that made sense to the story, so... Yeah, they're... Well, true. I mean, they were on a beach when we found them, so... Oh, right. You know, usually I'm quite successful against the Dreamer, and I'm really not sure, Well, I mean, you know... Yeah, whatever. There wasn't anything good to do there. See if we can get Scholar up a couple of hit points here. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Oh, right. Scholar can't deal damage. Oops. Well, that didn't work. Oh, no. It's 2 damage. No! Charging Triceratops notices that the heroes are no longer a threat, and charges straight into the Dreamer, despite the Scholar's insistence that it shouldn't. Not that he would be able to control a Charging Triceratops anyway. And there's the rift again. Filter Spy. Oh! Interesting. Well, this is gonna whack the Scholar here, but it also whacks the Charging Triceratops, so that sure is a thing, and the Filter Agent. In a final blow of Night Terrors, the Dreamer lashes out and finishes off our heroes. Yeah. So, before I read the next bit of story here, I am going to go run downstairs quickly and feed my cats. So give me just one moment. I will be back in a second. Right, well, we are 0-2 on the night. And we're about to see where the plot takes us. The collection of projections overwhelms Tempest, and he is filled with reminders of his kin and the overwhelming attack on his homeworld by Grand Warlord Voss. Wait. Oh. He is filled with a fury beyond reasoning and lashes out with one final overwhelming blast, once and for all eliminating the projections from the hero's minds. Despite a sensation that he has irreparably damaged the timelines, his blast ripples around a strange shape hidden in a dark corner of this cracked and demented reality. "There!" shouts Chrono-Ranger, surging forward toward the outline of what Tempest has now realized was the spectral ship Mr. Fixer had indicated before. The heroes surge forward, but before they can reach the deck of the ship, one final projection, more real than the last, appears in their minds. Try as they might, they cannot seem to move their hands, as if restrained by handcuffs. Mr. Fixer curses under his breath. A team of guards appear and begin to escort the heroes across the deck, where they see a large group of tattered oarsmen and women who appear to have been beaten with sticks very recently. The heroes are forced into open seats by the guards. "Get your hands off me!" Chrono-Ranger resists. A reply comes to him in the form of a loud smack as a stick hits him in the face, knocking his hat to the side. And hello, bad audio. One moment. A guard dressed uncannily like a 17th century French musketeer looks up and chortles, "This, how you say, staff meetings the captain ordered are much better than the old meetings we used to have." That's not really a French accent, I apologize. A Norse-looking individual replies that as he slams his staff onto the head of the nearest oarsman. "It's great for morale! Row, you maggots!" Jim, continuing to resist, shouts, "Hit me one more time and you'll regret it." As the Norse guard raises his stick to hit Chrono-Ranger again, a new voice replies, "Oh, I highly doubt that. It's been a long time, Jim." So, of course, the final boss villain. And yes, I know there are some pretty bad puns here. What is going on? Come on, game. This is odd. The game won't turn on. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. Well, that could be part of the problem. Steam needed to update. Thank you, Steam, for being miserable. Come on. Hey! Okay, we're back. Oh, whoops. And in my haste, I had... well, maybe. What? Huh? Oh, for goodness sakes. Hey, there we go. Okay. We are back in action. Alright, so of course, the voice that they heard on the bridge of the boat was none other than Capitan. Our heroes. Tempest, driven to madness, is now Prime Warden's Tempest. And everybody else remains as they were. Had we won that game, the Scholar would be then Scholar of the Infinite. And I will sort of recap I guess I'll put it to you guys, chat. Would you like me to, at the end of the stream, explain what would have happened had we won? Because I've written all that stuff too. And yes, that is Prime Warden's Tempest intentionally, representing that he has changed in his temperament. Nova Kid Blaster, is that yes to reading the plot? Okay, we could do that, Evil Dice Monkey. That's actually not a bad idea. Because I am going to save all these so I can either change up the team or... I mean, I guess it's really up to the chat. I've got 2 votes for yes. I'll do it as a poll after this final fight. So the corner of time that they ended up in was the final Wasteland. Villain, of course, Capitan. Team, more or less the same. Now, it's been a while since I've played Capitan, so I need to actually take a look here. So is this just a straight do damage fight? Oh, gosh. Already with the audio problems? Alright, whatever. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Tempest, Prime Warden's Tempest, starting out with Ball Lightning, Chain Lightning, Otherworldly Resistance, and Shielding Winds, slightly better than before. Mr. Fixer, Bloody Knuckles, Dual Crowbars, Meditation, and Riveting Crane. The Scholar, Expect the Worst, Flesh to Iron, Grace Under Fire, and Keep Moving. Chrono-Ranger, Eye on the Prize, Sudden Contract, Temporal Grenade, and Terrible Tech Strike. Looks like we are slightly better equipped this time to handle what El Capitan has to... She immediately plays La Paradoia Magnifica. I hope I pronounced that right. Sorry, Christopher, if I didn't. And Captain's Orders at the end of villain turn. Villain target. Well, actually, that's very... actually makes perfect sense. Maria Helena's Revenge. That's annoying. However... with 2 ongoing cards in play, it seems like a perfect time to open up with a Ball Lightning. Tempest strikes out at the bonds restraining him. His attack is channeled directly through the ship. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like less cards in play seems better. Oh, that's... Do I have cards that I want to play right now? Yes. I'll go ahead and do that. Start with Otherworldly Resistance. Then... We'll go with ball lightnings. Ah, that's nice. Auto firing, auto cannon. What are we playing? Warhammer 40k now? That's a good question, Azershot. We should test that at some point. Actually, that's a question for Lou Dolphin. Wow, we have a glitch, folks. Dual crowbars hanging out in front of Mr. Fixer. Blame John, or hashtag blame John. Oh, it's just hanging out there. It's not even moving. Mr. Fixer 2 wrenches against his restraints. Restraints against his restraints. Hashtag blame John. Storm count 2. The Scholar has dual crowbars in play. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just going to see if I can get that out of here. Oh, dear. Oh, I mean, yeah, you're right. It would be a Christopher question, but I would also like to see JZC if Lou Dolphin can trigger that situation. Everybody, okay. Now only Mr. Fixer has dual crowbars. All right. Alright, we're going to start with Grace Under Fire. That seems fine. This represents them all sort of restraining. Okay, thank you, Evil Dice Monkey. Appreciate that that answer. Keeping his eye on the boat. Or keeping his eye on the Capitan. Chrono-Ranger wrenches against his restraints as well. And then lashes out with his tech arm. The restraints give way, revealing La Capitan on the bridge. Hit her, lads! New Jersey Devil, of course. Very true, JZC. A raiding party, of course. Final Breath, lovely. Chip, lovely. And Siegebreaker, lovely. Frump. As the heroes break free of their bonds, the crew rushes to intercept their attacks. Just got an incredibly distressing text from my fiance. Apparently one of her coworkers did not know what Auschwitz was. And that makes me sad. That's a good question. Where is John tonight? He's usually around. Alright. There's the dual crowbars. Actually successfully played this time. Actually, Jersey Devil is quite helpful here. Yeah, right, Cytosine? It makes me really upset. This particular, like, her coworkers are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but, like, it frequently disturbs me how little they pay attention to things. And that goes for a lot of people, not just Katie's coworkers. I expect better out of people. And yes, we will blame the Capitan for that. I mean, maybe? Yes, play all your crew. And keep the New Jersey Devil out. And, you know... Oh, shoot. Well, okay. And there goes the audio again. Hi, guys! Listen to me talk. True. Someone get it in there. Irreducible. Gross. Turn the dang page. Thank you. That's limited. Shielding wins. Yup. Tempest is on full-blown protection duty here. Yes, I agree. Aha. That's nice. Keep hitting her. Keep them low, folks. A D20 modern game where the GMs through sentient, wow, I can talk, malevolent house cats. I feel like there's more to that story, JZC. But I kind of don't want to press the issue because it's just too fantastic. Actually, little inside information to the Tales from the Archive stream. A lot of the plots that I get actually come from a Dungeons and Dragons game that I've been playing for the last few months. I mean, yes, Dragon 240, House Cats, Malevolent, period, and hard stop. Aha. Some good draws here. That is a very good draw. And this is regain 2 hit. Yes, this is just very good. I guess I can just do this. Everybody's just going to gain some health here. Try and stay alive, or try and stay up high so that Jersey Devil continues to hit these jerks down here. Okay, yeah, that's actually not the worst idea, Dragon. I will happily write that down in the strictly worse than Wraith book of the multiverse. One of my players was actually one of the games we played. We had a boatload of little tiny dogs that defeated a lot of things. All right, eye on the prize. It's time. We're gonna hammer the Capitan. Keep playing eye on the prize. He's being much more aggressive here. Who needs to adventure to gain levels? Agreed, Evil Dice Monkey. Oops. Clicked out of the game by mistake. There we go. Chrono-Ranger continues to pound shots into La Capitan. She's weakening! Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, the Skunk Ape, he's getting annoying. Redirect damage right to her. Thank you. Second highest. 3 melee damage. Let's go directly to Tempest. Are there anybody else who's reducing damage right now? No. Tempest it is. Ivan being a dog person. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like Baron Blade would be more apt to keep dogs than cats, for example. Probably, I mean, in terms of Battleforged. There's the Norseman I was talking about. Mobile dog platform. I mean, kind of, yeah. I feel like he would probably keep like Mastiffs, though. There are no dogs in Mordengrad. Oh, drat. We have lost our Jersey Devil. Darn. It's probably, we don't need Cleansing Downpour just yet. We could do with a Grievous Hailstorm. Tempest summons the Vortex again, initiating a Grievous Hailstorm. Well, oops. Upon the assembled masses. Mr. Fixer slams his hands together, bloodying his knuckles, and once again strikes hard and fast at La Capitan. You know, I'm going to take Maria Helena's revenge here, but if anybody get yes, I can see the chairman being a hairless cat kind of guy. What would like Citizen Dawn have though? Like, I feel like there's I feel like she's probably got a pet that is like horribly like taken care of. Oh yeah, that or like, you know, one of the other citizens takes care of it for her. Pet raptor, yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, she does live in Insula Primalis. Oh, what do we got here? Compound bow was pretty nice. We're wheedling her down, folks. Yeah, it would probably... Yes, you're right, Azershot. It's probably Citizen Spring that takes care of that. That poor creature. So Dawn is Silverleaf. Confirmed. Silverleaf is Citizen Dawn. Oops. Go here. Tempest is going to have to do some healing up pretty soon. Yes. Oh, darn. That's not good. Well, Eric! How's it going, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original members of my brain trust, Island Prince, is the very first year I was teaching, he was one of my brain trust people. OG brain trust. It's gonna be tight here. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can. Is Maria Helen? Oh, Maria Helena's Revenge is still in play. Well, maybe we can get through this. Here's hoping. All right. Eric, you don't have to answer that. All right, we're going to roll the dice here. Nope. Yes. I don't particularly want to kill these people because I don't want Maria Helena's Revenge to take place. Oops, nope, wrong one. Backing up. My bad. Which one did I do? Oh, it was this one. Alright, Tempest. Did that. Yes, the chat, Eric's classmates, or I guess the class ahead of him, drew a giant hypnotoad that hangs proudly in my classroom to this day. Quite fond of it. And he has unusual costumes, one of which he actually cosplays as Baron Blade sometimes, which is kind of neat. All glory to the Hypnotoad. Gotta see if we can survive this. Oh wait, I don't think anything can deal damage this turn, so we might be okay. Yes, I am absolutely wearing a Boston Bruins shirt. I'm very proud that they won last night. I couldn't believe they that they pulled that off. But there you are. She's at 6, folks. We have a chance. Oh, I was convinced that they were done. But they were not. So. No. Jeremy can. Nova Kid Blaster. He's actually quite good at it. How many cards are in? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the last one, hopefully. Fingers crossed. That's fine. Oh, sorry. Yes. So things are looking interesting for our heroes. Mr. Fixer's equipment, or grease gun, doesn't allow anything to deal damage. Everybody's slipping and sliding all over the deck of La Paradoia. Did it? Well, our goal here is not to let her. Should be able to deal 7 damage in one turn. Unless I'm missing something. Nothing dies here, so... There we go. Fixer should be able to get it here. Fingers crossed, folks. as Mr. Fixer lashed out with his strike by any means took effect, and Le Capitan fell to the deck, slipping, and the crewmen fled the deck, slipping and sliding as they tried to reach their captain. But the rain, coupled with the grease, caused everyone to fall over. Turning his arm into the shape of a cosmic bow, Chrono-Ranger takes aim at the broken form of Le Capitan. "Return the prisoners to their times and repair this mess. Now!" With a grunt of pain, Le Capitan glares at the Time Sheriff and swings the helm of her ship towards one of the cracks in time. As she does so, the oarsmen begin to disappear one by one into the time cracks. As they do, the cracks begin to repair themselves and reality begins to disappear before Tempest's eyes. As nausea sets in, he shuts his eyes. When he opens them, he finds himself back on the beach. Seagulls are sailing above. The sea is calm, and the Freedom Jet is hovering nearby. Tempest breathes a sigh of relief and lays down in the warm sand. In the distance, a Mordengradian voice is heard. "I'll get you next time, Mr. Parsons." So, ladies and gentlemen, despite all of that, we somehow managed to come out on top against the big bad here, which was, of course, Le Capitan. The environment was a very large help to us. I was a little nervous about that when I made that the crack in time. But we have about 20 minutes left, which means we have time for an epilogue chapter, which I'm also very, very proud of. The whole time that our heroes were fighting in the Time Cataclysm and the final Wasteland, something was happening in the ruins of Atlantis. And that, of course, was someone had to be apprehending Baron Blade. Now, since the heroes won, well, I guess let's read the story. So this one shot is called "What Became of Baron Blade," and what I would like to do is Legacy is in without even a question, because I mean, why wouldn't he be? But chat starting right now. I will take the first few suggestions that I see. So go ahead. Who should play in the... who should have seen Tempest's Maelstrom and respond to the call? Ra. Got it. Unity? Okay. And I'm going to do 4 heroes here. So, Guise. All right, Guise it is. We can work with that. Ra, Unity, Guise, and Legacy. Thank you, Azershot. I think that's perfect. So, of course, he is still at the ruins of Atlantis. I'm going to call it there, Evil Dice Monkey. This is the team... this is the team that I saw. So, here's the epilogue. Seeing an unusual electrical storm in a small area of the sky, the heroes Ra, Unity, Guise, and of course Legacy were alerted to something problematic off the Atlantic coast. Descending below, they find the vile Baron Blade putting the finishing touches on another of his dastardly inventions. Readying themselves for battle, they rush into attack. As they drew nearer, the Baron activated the shield of what appeared to be an underwater version of his mobile defense platform. On y va. Yo, anyone felt like we just missed some awesome battles? At last, the destruction of my greatest foe is at hand. Legacy shall fall. Stand down, Baron. The price of your hatred should not be the entire planet. So, Legacy, starting out with 2 lead from the front, Motivational Charge, and Next Evolution. Ra, Flesh of the Sun God, Inferno, Solar Flare, Staff of Ra. Unity, 2 Brainstorms. Ooh, that's a good start. Hasty Augmentation, and Empowered Shockwave. Unfortunately, no bots. That's not the greatest. Guys, let me see that. Yeah, I'm that guy. Where did I leave that? And Extreme! Yes, Scuba Guys. I love it. This is indeed Scuba Guys. And here comes the mobile defense platform, as per usual. And, oh, another mobile defense platform. That's really fantastic here. So I guess we will start by... We're going to start with Motivational Charge. Even though I would normally start by bolstering here, I want to get these defense platforms out of the way, and seeing as that's where we're doing some damage. Extreme variant, guys. See, you guys need to make these suggestions during either Sentinels Live or Dolphins Dive, because then I can actually I can sit here and draw them. So we'll go ahead and... Gotta remember Ra's cards. We'll play out the Staff of Ra. Ra dives forward and turns and ignites a pyre in his fist, shaking the shield of the mobile defense platform. Channeling some of the energy of Tempest's leftover electrical storm, Unity thrusts it at the mobile defense platform. Both of them. Where it ricochets harmlessly off the back of Baron Blade. Is there an equipment in play right now? I guess I can hit the staff. Alright, well, I want Dino instead of staff. Dinos over staff. Unity turns to Ra and says, "Give me that!" and hastily bends his staff into the form of a familiar raptor bot. "Sick it!" she says, and the raptor bot nods and immediately starts chomping on the mobile defense platform. Guise, in his infinite wisdom... what does he do? Nope. Turns to the Baron and says, "Hold on a minute," and starts digging through a bag that nobody saw before.
Good.
"What's good?" says Legacy. Don't worry about it," says Guise. And reaches out and feebly punches the mobile defense platform. As he recoils from the impact, he shakes his hand. Ow, 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 ow. "That's toxic seaweed," says Legacy. "Hold on a minute." Oh my god. All the mobile defense platforms, holy moly. Baron Blade cackles maniacally, and Legacy sighs as a third mobile defense platform appears from out of nowhere. Unity face palms and says, now they're reproducing? Great. Ra looks around and says, "I've got this. Hold tight." And ignites a solar flare around himself. "Do that again," says Unity. Ra says, "Gladly," and lashes out at the newly formed mobile defense platform. Baron Blade returns to the panel he was working on before the heroes arrived, and says, "Fools, you think I haven't learned. I will win." Do I have any equipment banging around? No, I don't. The Raptor continues gnawing on the power cables to an original mobile defense platform. Guise looks up and realizes, wait, I can help with that. Look what I found. Grabbing something from outside from outside, unrecognizable to Legacy. It looks like a plank of wood. Guise reaches out and smashes the mobile defense platform. One of them. Super ultra kawaii. Oh, hi, kitty. Uh-oh, guys, the kitties are back. He's not supposed to be up there. So he gets sprayed. Uh-oh. There goes the Raptor bot. Whoops. Azershot, don't think it hasn't been mentioned. I've mentioned several. I have several ideas for Twitch things that could be cool with Guise. Woo! If the computer won't do it, I will. Woo! Guise reaches back with his oddly labeled one-shot plank and smashes the mobile defense platform out of the sky. Curse you, you strange purple man! Says the Baron angrily. We're gaining on him, heroes, says Legacy. And he thrusts his chest forward in a heroic way. Be inspired to greatness. Yes, Evil Dice Monkey. Love it. Sure. That's unfortunate. Was that a May? Hold on. I need to read that. Oh, up to, yeah. I don't have to do that. I can read cards. Don't deal Raptorbot any damage, you jerk. Yeah, Ra is powered up and ready to go right now. And he will take a little bit of damage off this solar flare, though. Oh, 7 from the solar flare. That's just rude, is what that is. Unity runs into a corner of the ruins of Atlantis. Ooh, what's this? She says. Opening it up, she realizes it can at least be a Swiftbot. The Raptor finishes gnawing on the cables of the mobile defense platform and then turns his attention on the Baron. Ow! You foolish robot! I will end you! Oh, wait a minute. Can I... Aha! Hey, Rod, let me see that. What? What are you talking about? I'm gonna make some weird choices. This is always fun. I can do that. Check it. How did you get fire damage, you strange man? Oh, you know. Ow, that hurt. The environment is changing again, heroes. From out of the ground rise two glowing pillars. Legacy identifies them as the Pillars of Hercules. This could be good for us. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's just brutal is what that is. I became a firefly, says Guise, laughing at his newfound power. Come and get me, come and get me. Oh, God, really? Flesh repair nanites? We can still do this, says Ra, whipping his hand around us as quickly as the eye can see. Suddenly, a blazing tornado appears, even despite the aquatic terrain. Yeah, some people can write for Guise really, really well. I have trouble with it. Blade is sure on defense here. He's trying real hard. He just doesn't want to go quietly. Hey, gun-toting robot thing. Come here. I want to take a selfie. Although, why anybody would want to take a selfie? Why would you want to take a selfie with a gun? No reason. Because I'm a barbarian! Unity facepalms again. As Guise continues to harass the Baron. Oh yeah, that'll work. Taking out gun turrets. I love it. Oh, that's sure is a thing. Oops. Oh. I can read cards, I promise. Oh, Sonvar, that's brutal. For those watching at home, Sonvar's comment not canon. We can still do this, heroes. Stand strong. Ra takes away some of the flame from the tornado, erecting a barrier around himself, and channels the energy toward Baron Blade. I was hoping you'd catch on that one, Evil Dice Monkey. Don't have 2 of those. All right, we're going to continue to brainstorm. Champion bot, okay, and a B bot, nice. It doesn't have any. It's an ongoing card. It's not. And equipment. I really don't want to get rid of the Staff of Ra. Frustrated with Unity's initial destruction of his staff, Ra holds his staff far away from Unity's reach. Dang it, give me that. I really want to use that. Every time she draws near, the flames burn her hands. And I have a cat under my desk that should not be there. He's wondering where his mother is, I think. By that I mean my fiance. I'm gonna go ahead and use that fire thing again. That was fun. No, cat, get out of there. This is a lot easier when Katie's home and can distract this thing. It's like a mini game. Oh, right. Power. That's where we're at. All these tough choices. One of these days I'll make the right one. Well, that's just annoying. Stop going under there. And see, he's making my life... This phosphorescent chamber is making my life difficult. I can't seem to make the right choices. Oh, dear God. And, of course, he has no cards in hand. Unhelpful. Suddenly Vostals. Nothing but Vostals. I think I got this, says Ra, as a flame strike illuminates the chamber. The phosphorescent chamber. You fools, says the Baron, as he once again dons his powered exoskeleton. We can hold heroes. He's weaker in this state. You sure about that? You know, I think this might help with that defense thingy. Yes. Defense thingy? What defense thingy? I don't remember any defense thingy. It totally didn't exist. Okay. This phosphorescent chamber is getting annoying. Heroes, demolish it. With pleasure. Now, how do you want me to do that again? Leaking room. By not hitting the side of the wall as you try to throw things. Sorry. Guise the exasperating. Thanks, Nova Kid Blaster. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate all your help, chat, today. You guys have been fantastic. Get him, heroes. He's almost down. Oh, the legacy ring. Now it comes out. Let's just hope I don't have to discard it this time. Alright. Cannot do that. I love it when Raw goes ham. Who are you talking to? Nobody. I think, I guess, I hope. It's you guys out there. Alright. Huh. Are there equipments in play right now? God, I can't remember. Just the staff. Alright, whatever. She's going to double draw. Probably good for her anyway. It's like my old RP group with Tales from the Archive. Like your old RP group, except with cats and superheroes. Our new tagline. I totally don't remember a turret thingy hanging out there either. That never existed. Guys continued to whisper to the wall, and Legacy simply shook his head. Raw turned to Legacy and said, "Where did you find this guy?" Legacy says, "I don't want to talk about it." Guys? Was this hole in my chest when we got here? Dang it. Boy. It's starting to look familiar, guys. There we go. Now the flame barrier's doing its job. Rude. 9 damage. We can do this, folks. Stand down, Baron. This is your last chance. Parsons, you are foolish. Your power only makes me stronger. You heard him, Ra. Take him down. Happily. Ra lashes out with a final blast from his Inferno, capturing all of Baron Blade's suit and melting it to the ground. Legacy picks up Baron Blade's unconscious form and drags him still yelling, "I'll get you, Parsons, next time." And I think that will do it for Tales from the Archive for one night. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. I'm going to try and get some music going here. I don't really want to kill the stream with nothing going on. One sec. Yeah, finish your syncing, you stupid game. No, not stupid game. Fantastic game. Stupid Steam. I truly do think that this is a Steam issue and not a Handelabra issue. But hashtag blame John anyway. Come on, Steam. Stop being dumb. Thank you, Evil Dice Monkey. Realizing what I'm saying, not my strong point. Migrant blaming. John, get it together. Gosh. No, we love John. John is a good quality human being who we appreciate. Yeah, I know. It's not having the audio, and of course, my copy of the digital music is on my other computer, which is down this side. John's going to be very bewildered on Tuesday. Yes, probably. Come on. We love John. Well, we love John, but we also love Jean-Marc, and we want to hear Jean-Marc's music. And, that would be a better way to send this off. Come on, Steam. Do it this way again. Worked last time. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh. Another update in the middle of my stream. Or, well, at the end. But, this is absurd. Steam... Valve needs to get their act together. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So... I really hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Tales from the Archive on Handelabra Games. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share our channel, both in person, on social media, on Reddit, wherever things are shared. You can follow Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Handelabra Games on Twitch. If you want to see more content from me, including the Adjacent Hex podcast, we had a new episode this week, and the occasional sketch comedy video, facebook.com/another letdown is the place to be for that. Give us a like. I'll always announce when I'm about to go live, both here and on my personal Twitch channel at the Another Letdown page. If you have story submissions for me, or for me to tackle, or just want to say hi, hit me up on Twitter. My name is @DENONCZD. I also do live streams of other video games, primarily Gears of War right now, but we are looking to add Earthfall, which is coming out this week, very soon, as well as a few other products. My team's Twitch channel is twitch.tv/another letdown. Sentinels: The Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always in good old-fashioned cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you next week.